Welcome back to the second ever episode of McPhie Media Podcast. Today it's me, Hayden,
as per usual,
and our guest, Caleb. Hello, Caleb.
Hello.
So, Caleb, who are you and what do you do?
I am Caleb. Like when at the start of the show, like a TV show, they're like, "Oh, I'm Caleb. I'm 18. I'm from Northamptonshire, and I study film production." That's me. That's me right now. That's me. Quick fire. Go on.
Okay. So you're at university now,
Yes.
correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. And you're studying film and TV?
Film production.
Film production?
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sure. So what's your favourite, lesson, at uni? So when
Lesson?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
What?
As in, what
what
topic?
Yeah, what area of study do you look forward to most? I don't know.
I like film drama. Actually, obviously, filming's the best.
Yeah.
I don't enjoy script writing that much. We do a bit of everything on the course, so we do the whole process from pre-production to production to post-production. I'd like to think that I'm a decent editor, but I think filming on the days is just a lot of fun. It's quite intense though. Yeah.
Have you had any projects that you've been really don't want to do this, or you're really looking forward to?
I won't be able to show this to my mates at uni, that's for sure. No, there was one we did a couple of weeks ago, and it was a factual film. So on the one show when they have those really average we're gonna go to the zoo today and we're going to talk to someone about the zoo and we're going to get some that's basically what we sort of had to do, and we could have gone with clients, but we were no, let's do survive in 24 hours in the wilderness and let's do it practically, let's not fake it. So we went there, didn't do any prep, just turned up, and we were we're going to get this done, we're going to go mockumentary style. I was cinematographer for it and it was awful.
Sounds about right.
We didn't prep any shots, and it was just like a kid had a bunch of kids had just got a camera, gone to the forest, and just ran around for 2 hours. And then at the end of the day, we were oh, we're not going to stay overnight. We're not going to do it. So we went home, and then someone tried to edit it, and they were no, this is woeful. So we were let's redo the project. And I was oh, I'm so done with this now. I didn't want to do it. And basically, I did the whole everything by myself. So me and someone else produced it. We did the script and everything. And then on the day, I ran the shoot day. Well, director's supposed to do that, but and then I've edited it as well. So that.
So you didn't end up doing the full challenge.
No.
So I ended up editing and basically doing everything for the product.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. We were going to do it 24 hours. There was 2 presenters, and they were
Is that allowed?
no. We were on somewhere, and they were oh yeah, we're too shook to stay here because A, it's not legal, and we wanted to get a fire, which wasn't legal either. So that was probably one of the reasons why we didn't stay overnight, but also we were lazy.
Survival things are really hard to film though.
Yeah.
Hunted, the TV.
Hunted, yes.
Yeah. I feel it's so hard to be a cameraman because you got to film properly without giving it away for one, and then you got to keep you could be given someone that's really fit and athletic, and you're just an average guy. You got to keep up with them while they're on the run.
Yeah.
It's just not possible or something.
We went for have you ever seen the Bear Grylls shows? So we did a mock up of his intro, really montage shots, but they're obviously it's a parody. So it's one where he gets a log and he lifts over on his head. And he's it's just a bit of fun really at the end of the day. But it wasn't that much fun.
All right. So obviously I've heard you game. Right.
Yeah.
I'm guessing you use PC though.
PC.
Right. But if you had to choose between consoles, Xbox or PS.
Are you talking newest generations or just as a general? Okay. See, I've grown up. Well, I've grown up as sort of a loose term. I've gotten older with Xbox One, banging. But I think PlayStation does beat it.
Why?
Graphics wise. Also, like the graphics are equally as good on the Xbox. The newest one.
I feel it's more looks that PS takes over with.
Yeah.
Like, I think PS like 4's and new PS5 looks a ton better than the fridge. Like, because the new Xbox is literally just a fridge. Like,
Yeah.
I think PS just takes over in design.
But also you get more variety of games that are exclusive to PS5, and that's better than the Xbox is, because Xbox I think you get like Forza. So if you're into cars and stuff, Xbox might be it for you. But then PlayStation, I think it has like Spider-Man games, all of that. So.
And also, did you know that like with PS you don't have to pay for like, you know how on Xbox
Pay for
you
online.
pay for online stuff? Such a scam, bro.
I know.
And they're the only thing that does it. Like, you don't have to do it on PC or anything.
Yeah. The only thing that I feel like Xbox has over PlayStation is the controller. I prefer the way the controller feels in hand. But then again, PS5 they changed their controller to be more like the Xbox controller. So, I mean, what do you guys think?
I don't know. I feel like I'm more of like an Xbox guy. Just grow like we got given an Xbox 360 when we were really young. Like it was ages ago, and like we just did not have an interest in it. Like we had like Kung Fu Panda on there.
Kung Fu
Elite
Panda, that
films,
one
though.
driving
Elite.
game.
And we just never played. Like it sat in the house for like 3 years with us touching it like 4 times, and then like I think we got an Xbox One S I think 2 or 3 years ago for Christmas, and then lockdown happened. So obviously we just got a lot more into it. But I feel like that was
your
like
favourite game?
Oof. I don't know. I like the realism of Modern Warfare, like Call of Duty. I like the campaign on that. I love campaigns. I don't know why, but like I've always loved like what was it? Infinity Warfare, Call of Duty Infinity
Yeah, it was the
Warfare.
first
That
one,
campaign. That was my favourite. But I feel like campaigns for like most things are the best.
Campaigns are good.
No, I'd have to.
Like,
have you,
I feel like
have you
that's...
seen Suicide Squad? You have. And what? Oh, the newest one. The newest one's better than the first one. I just how
Because
how
like
can you say that?
you think Joker, right? So when I was little and I watched like things with the Joker in it, it was always like, you know, Joker's this like guy who goes around robbing banks. You know, he's silly, he's funny, but like he's also got loads of money. And like that's the closest thing I've seen to the Joker yet. It's like that's the most accurate thing I've seen from what the Joker should be. But I also think the acting behind like the Heath Ledger Joker and Mark Hamill's Joker, I feel like the acting there was good, but the most accurate portrayal of the Joker I've seen is that Joker.
Well, no, because
No.
because there's three types of Joker, which he goes through different processes. There's like the criminal one, like the one you were talking about, and then there's like I'm gonna butcher this, but I think there's like one that's just like a serial murderer, and then there's like the comedian one, which is like sort of Mark Hamill's one. Mark Hamill's one is really, really, really good.
Yeah, I like it.
I can't get behind the Suicide Squad one.
I like it. I love it. I think it's great. But no, I like the new Suicide, like the newest one with John Cena in it. That series, I watched that series. It was so funny.
Oh,
I
the
loved it.
Peacemaker one.
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
The Weasel confused me. I watched the movie.
You have time to watch all these.
You gotta make time. And I was sat there. I'm like, I like this movie. The Weasel just confused me. I was like, why is he there? And someone's like, jump, and he jumps and he drowns, and then he's alive by the end of the movie, and we don't see him again. Like, where does he go after that? He just runs off into the distance. I was like, oh, because I wanted to see more of the Weasel. He did eat children, but also
That's what we wanted to see more of.
but like, it was an interesting character. I wanted to see him eat like at least one child. I'm gonna give him some context. What they said, they saw him in the airship, and that's it. That's it. He drowned, and then he's back alive, and that's it. There's no character development there. He didn't go and say he wasn't going to eat any more children.
I haven't watched Peacemaker.
You need to watch
This
it.
is just a waffle.
You need to watch it. It's so good.
It's so random.
It's so good though.
Yeah.
But yeah, character development on the Weasel needs to happen.
Right, what's the best movie
Bet. The trick is not to ask a film student what their favourite movie is, because you'll be here for hours.
That's true.
But if I'm going to put...
exclude Marvel and DC see from.
That I don't watch films apart from them.
Yeah.
Films don't exist. One of my favourite movies of all time is Back to the Future.
Yeah, I've heard a lot about that.
Mm-hmm. It's just good comedy.
Hey, you know the graphics.
Look, the graphics aren't tip top, all right, but they're not actually bad.
Yeah, as long as it's like the storyline makes up for it, I don't mind.
The storyline's great.
I don't know. Right,
I'm a big fan.
I feel like it makes me a better like filmmaker. Like when I can't handle like an imperfection with like cinematics. Like I feel like it makes me like a better.
What? What?
It's basically what he just said. Is it makes me a better filmmaker, being unable to take inspiration from other people's work.
What?
That makes you a horrible filmmaker.
That's not what he said.
Alright, say it again. Say it.
No, like,
Do you feel like because you see how bad someone else is,
no, like,
you want to do better than that?
It's not that I see how like bad someone is. It's just like imperfections that I can't handle. Like, it makes me
So you
feel
look like a
so
dodgy
self-centered.
green screen and you go, that guy's horrid at his job.
You don't understand.
That cinematographer's rubbish.
Like because I can see how bad some things can be.
It makes you want to
and
improve.
because I can't like handle really seeing that stuff. I feel that makes me better in this sort of line of work because I wouldn't produce something that has a bad graphic in it, like unless it was absolutely necessary. So I feel that makes me like a bit better about what I do.
Okay. Yeah. You still haven't asked the question though. Favorite movie?
Oh, Die Hard. What? Good story.
Yeah, but it's not like
Got a lot
top
of
tier
action.
movie. It's a good movie, but it's not top tier.
Have you
Right,
seen
might not be
Brooklyn Nine-Nine?
Yeah, I love
Oh,
Brooklyn
Jake,
Nine-Nine.
you're Jake Peralta. You
Yeah,
love
you are.
you love Die Hard.
Oh, that's a great series though. That's one of the.
It's alright.
I need that new season.
It's
The new
alright.
season needs to come out now. Season
Alright.
8. Or is that the one called?
I can't really get behind the humour.
Really?
No. I mean, it's
Unacceptable.
funny at parts. It's like very slapstick, quite out there. But I prefer like more like real comedy. So
Yeah.
like comedy that you could see happening every day, like The Office.
To be honest though, I feel like it's not comedy to make you like laugh all the time. I feel like it's comedy to like
Keep you watching.
keep you watching, keep you entertained rather than make you laugh all the time, which I think it does.
Yeah, I just think the acting's over the top, which is testament to that's the way that they've gone for the comedy style. I just think like Terry's always saying like he speaks about himself in the third person. I just don't get it.
Yeah, no.
I don't know what it is.
It's just odd.
Yeah, but I feel like they've done such a good job of that series, like, and it's climbed to the top so much. It's amazing, and like, Holt. Yeah. He's never worked in a comedic sense before. This
Really?
This first comedic like atmosphere.
Yeah, he must struggle to keep it together
I know.
on the set with how funny the other people are, and then he just got to
It's
say like
mad.
he doesn't. I
Straight
feel like I've
face
never
up.
seen him laugh like actually like non-ironic. Like he does it like ironically,
Yeah.
like to make fun of them, but like I've never seen him like laugh.
Yeah, he apparently he's like a really fun guy in like behind the cameras.
Don't
But
believe
like
it.
he
Not
was he was really struggling like in the first 2 seasons, like keeping up with the comedy. Like it was so interesting to watch the interview, but like it was also like, amazing how you can't really tell that it's his first comedic like place.
Roll. yeah.
Have you said your favorite film?
I don't know. Besides,
Frozen.
like, shut up. Besides, like, Star Wars and Marvel, I don't really like. I don't know.
Have you guys seen Interstellar?
No,
That's a good one. Matthew McConaughey.
I've heard it's
Christopher
good.
Nolan. That one's pretty good. Christopher Nolan's a great director.
Yeah,
I'd recommend. Have you seen Inception?
I know what it's about. I've not seen it.
Yeah, it's good.
I heard
as
it's
well.
good. Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to say favorite movie.
Cloudy and
I-
the Chance
I
of
used
Meatballs
to
is
love that
decent.
movie.
It's decent.
I would have to pick something cinematic. I don't know.
He's
just,
got no.
like a movie I'll sit and appreciate, like going, that's really good camera work, or I don't know,
Mm.
like, that's really good. Like Jurassic Park. I always love a Jurassic
Yeah.
Park. Shut up, man. Shut up. Yeah, but you
Have
look at it and go, I
have
can't
you
watch that.
seen, Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Dinosaurs.
What do you think?
The first one wasn't great.
Yeah.
After that, I thought it got kind of bad.
Have you seen the new ones?
I don't
If volcano explodes, that one.
No. That's not ruining. It's all in the
That's not the whole
adverts.
plot.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I think Jurassic Park I'd have to do for like the cinematics, especially the last one.
Mm.
Like the cinematics were not amazing,
Mm.
but for like an enjoyment of the acting and like the storyline, any Rock and thingy movie,
What, Dwayne the Rock?
yeah, and Kevin Hart,
I swear he's always
Any-
like in a jungle. Like
yeah,
a
he is. It's just so funny.
Jungle Cruise.
Like, so many people in that industry must be so jealous of their like chemistry and how good they are acting together. Like,
Oh, A Medea Homecoming. That movie is hilarious.
I've
It's got-
never heard of that.
It's so good. You need to watch. Yeah, it's the one with. You watched Dirty Grannies with me, didn't you? The one with Miss Brown in it.
Miss
Oh, it's
Brown.
hilarious. You know Miss Brown,
As in,
Mrs.
like,
Brown's Boys.
oh,
As in like the Irish guy that
that's
dresses up
not
as
a
the-
funny show.
No,
Yeah.
the show isn't funny.
Yeah, okay.
But she's in a movie.
Oh, the actor
called-
or
yeah,
the
yeah.
or the
Is that
character.
what-
No, like the character.
Was
Oh.
she walking into a house and like everyone was really confused?
Yeah, she walks into like.
That's all
All right,
it
basically, yeah. How do I explain the plot? It's like the weirdest plot ever. Basically, there's this kid and he's graduating and he's moved from Ireland, and he moves over and Mrs. Brown and Kathy are related to him somehow, so they go over as well, but the people don't know they're going over. It's this big family, but like all the actors are played by the same guy, or most of the actors are played by the same guy. It's confusing, but you have to watch it. It's so good. But there was just so many points I was laughing my head off. I was like, that was an amazing film. But yeah, it's all over TikTok. But like, it's an amazing film. I think that's like up there. But yeah,
I feel like Netflix has kind of stepped up their game recently though.
With like
just in general, like mainly series, but like I feel like as their budget has got bigger, they've invested in the right things. Like, no, I've just finished watching a series called Raising Dion, and it's about a kid that got superpowers from his dad, basically. And the graphics are amazing.
mm-hmm.
Obviously, there was this like 4-year-old boy acting.
Really?
He wasn't the best,
wasn't 4.
but that's fair enough. Yeah, he's 4.
Yeah.
But like, the graphics are like really good. Like, he teleports, and like I just really like that bit where he teleports. Like the graphics are really nice.
Netflix are like good for young filmmakers, or at least they're pretty generous with their budgets they give
Yeah.
out. They invest a lot into it, but then also I feel like Netflix are really good with their series. Like most of their series are like top notch.
yeah. I mean, Netflix like it's such a big platform that there's not really much you can go wrong with. Like there's like the terrible movies and that and terrible series, but I feel like it gets outweighed by the good stuff. Like you can scroll through Netflix, go like that, and just find something really nice, and you watch that for like like a week or so.
Mhm.
But there's
It's about the variety.
yeah, and there's so much different stuff.
Range, like from what your granny would be sitting watching at home to really
High quality.
action, sort of, it's just really good for that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Would you like if Netflix gave you
A budget.
a budget, just any budget, like a decent budget, what sort of movie would you make? Or let's go for series. What's your
Series.
series?
Oh.
And you have to plan it. You have to. Let's take all the bad stuff away, right? You don't
Yeah.
have to really write a script. Everyone just knows what you're thinking, right?
Yeah,
That's
okay.
Like the best thing. So everyone just knows
In a
what you're
good
thinking.
way.
Everyone knows like exactly what you want to happen. They know their lines. They know everything, right? So
Mhm.
you don't have to write.
So it's like a perfect scenario.
What would you create?
I'd really want to do a murder mystery. Knives Out, I saw that, loved it. Really like the way that was shot as well, like
Yeah.
quick moves of the camera. But yeah, something like that. That would be awesome. Also, I think just crime dramas are also really sick. Like,
Yeah.
they're a lot of fun. Have you guys seen the Sherlock series? As in, like, it's called Sherlock Holmes. Yeah, Benedict Cumberbatch,
No.
Martin
I
Freeman.
watched I think a movie on his sister. I think like, and it's not like it was something about his sister, and their mum like died or went missing or something, and like his little sister's a really good detective as well.
Oh, you're talking about. I thought he was talking about like Benedict Cumberbatch's little sister.
Oh,
It was
no.
like a film on her. I was like, no. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like that. I think I've never watched Sherlock Holmes.
Yeah.
It always just seemed a bit.
Good. Yeah, but in a perfect world, it'd probably be something like that. Just because it's not like too intensive on like visual, like special effects.
Yeah.
You could also use your fair amount of practical effects. I'm a big advocate for practical effects over special effects, just because I don't know. I think it's
Just
just
more fun.
it's just more convincing because it literally happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, something like really intense, quite dark, nice tone throughout. That would be ideal.
Mm.
What do you think about airsoft? Have you played airsoft?
Where did that come from?
I
I know on some movie sets they use
Airsoft guns to imitate real guns.
oh yeah.
When they don't have a bigger budget for like real guns and to have like a specialist, they use airsoft guns because they look really realistic. They shoot like little pellets. So, have you been to airsoft? Or seen
No,
it?
never seen anything. To be fair, I think one of my friends on the course, he was saying that back in college, his friends were filming like a war movie type thing, and they didn't get permission or tell the police that they were going off the property with like a gun that looked
yeah.
really realistic, and he was wearing like camouflage, like lying in a bush, and like these old people walked past him, and then
What?
you good?
What you looking at that?
I'm so confused. Anyway,
It's fine.
so
Go.
they walk past him, and they see him in the bush with a guy with a gun, crouch in the bush, and then they like call the police, and then like the SWAT come up on
That's
them.
mad.
I
That's-
can just imagine something like that happening.
That'd be you. That'd be you.
I don't know. I really want to try airsoft though. Like
It looks interesting.
apparently it
Yeah.
has way less than paintball.
What do you? Oh, I've got a question. What do you think about the incident that happened? I can't remember what actor it was, but he was. Yeah, yeah,
There
he
was
was.
a cinematographer who got.
Yeah, so the
shot
camera
recently.
person got shot by the
Yeah.
actor, and they were using blank rounds. They got clogged or whatever, and just shot shrapnel at her.
Oh,
And she-
really?
yeah, and she died because
Yeah.
normally they use like blank rounds. They use real guns in blank rounds, so it shoots and makes all the sound and all that, but
Mhm.
nothing comes out.
Mhm. But
It was mad.
yeah.
So do you think the actor should be like arrested and all that and charged, or do you think it should be
Mm,
on the studio?
I think
I think it should be the guy
Studio.
that is in charge of the guns because
yeah, the armorer. Yeah.
the malfunction was with the gun, not the
Okay.
actor.
But say, because he'd used it before, like, so the guy had given him the gun, he'd given the actor the gun, and it was fine. So when he had left him, it was fine.
Mhm.
But when he shot it, like a few seconds after he shot like a first round, he killed someone. So is it then his fault? But when he gave it to him, it was fine.
An actor is going to have very minimal training on guns. They're going
Yeah.
all they're going to be told is how you
Hold this during
how you
this.
point it.
Yeah.
If you
Point it at someone, just make sure it's a blank round, but that's not really their responsibility. That's the armourer's responsibility. I feel it's 100% on the armourer.
I think it's also on the producer as well.
Yeah.
I think apparently it was like he sort of didn't like the armorer didn't they basically weren't as
Thorough.
they held it but they didn't take it off them between takes apparently,
Yeah.
stuff like that, and that sort of stuff just happens, and it's just like it's I don't think like anyone should really get done, because I think it's just a mistake. I think it's
Yeah.
manslaughter, but I think something will come from it.
Yeah.
I think
But yeah.
basically it should just be like the whole company that pays for the funeral of the guy.
But yeah, and
Because obviously she, like, it was really the fault of their own.
Doesn't matter.
Like, it wasn't the fault of the actor. It wasn't the cinematographer's fault. It wasn't really anyone's fault, but it happened.
It
on
happened,
set,
and you gotta
it
take
happened in their sort
Yeah.
of supervision. So they should pay for the funerals. Funerals are so expensive now.
yeah, and also they're not making the movie anymore, so
I don't
no, well, they
They cut
decided
Rain out.
decided not to.
Yeah.
I mean, considering the circumstances that it did happen in, it's like you can't really keep on making the movie, especially when something that
That bad happened.
bad
yeah.
happened. Like that shouldn't be happening on a set, but it does happen,
Mm.
and like not often, but like when it does, you can't keep on making that movie.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll finish up.
I have one more question. What do you think about gimbals?
I think right, honestly.
I think gimbals are one of the best pieces of equipment that you could use as a filmmaker for like clients, right? Because they're just so good at everything. Like you don't always have to use them. When you do use them, you get really good shots and you can like, use them in different angles and everything. So what would you?
So I'm feeling a bit of tension here.
I don't know.
I feel like this one might be applied to McPhie Media.
Yeah, it might be.
Honestly, I think gimbals aren't like necessary. Like they're not like the key fundamentals, but they definitely enhance your projects to the next level and they make your work look more professional. I think handheld has its place whenever you need it, but I think unless it was like a fast pace sort of like a skating thing and your quick cuts and stuff like that, I think you can live with handheld because I think it works. But then like if you're getting like shots of like a sweet parlor or something, like lots of sweets on decoration or something, having a handheld like shaky might not work in, but a nice smooth thing might work in there.
Use, like, stabilization too much in
No, because it doesn't always work. Yeah.
I love gimbals.
I don't. He keeps wanting to buy a gimbal. I'm like, slow down, because you don't really need a gimbal until you start doing high end sort of production. Like if you're doing short films and that type of stuff, like proper high end stuff. Yeah, but like for like adverts that we're doing now, it's not really necessary because you can just. That's
Well,
literally
I
it.
feel like if you invested in that,
Yeah,
then it looks high quality, and then you can charge more for
Exactly.
it.
It's a good thing to have later on, but like right now, it's not. It shouldn't be a top of our priority list. I think.
What's the top of your priority list?
New computer.
New computer.
We've already got that pretty much. To finish up, what was the best thing you've learned so far? Like overall, at any point. It doesn't have to be the best, just like the best overall, like the most exciting or like the worst thing or the
The best thing that I've learned.
Yeah.
Okay. Prep is key.
Yeah.
So I've done too many shoots now, where I think I've done three stuff where I haven't done any prep for, and they have all gone terribly.
Yeah.
And the key is to put time aside before, even like just to have a script and a storyboard and a shot list done. Yes, you probably need like a risk assessment and stuff like that for bigger stuff, but have those key fundamentals, and your shoots will go from being, oh, maybe we'll get this shot here. You can always like add shots when you're there if you think it will look better, because you're always going to have inspiration when you're there. But having some structure to stick to means the difference between having a bunch of sequence of shots that may look nice separately, when they're cut together, they don't cut together well.
Yeah. So before we finish up, if there's one person you could have on the podcast, who would it be?
Damien Carr.
That's a good suggestion. That
Next week on
Next
the show.
week.
Yes.
we'll see what we can do. We'll pull some strings. But yeah. Thanks for coming on the podcast. We hope to have you on at some point.
The project that me and Caleb will work on this week will be posted on Hope Church Quarterly YouTube.
We'll leave a link to it. Yeah.
Yeah. Like and subscribe. Leave a comment.
If you listen on Spotify, come subscribe to our YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's a good idea. Yeah. And thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.
Bye.